my old friend. I find myself in your genre again. Oh yeah, here we are again in these neck of the woods, but at least we're not looking into a series that put me through the ringer emotionally as a kid. Nah, this time we're going to be looking into a series that does what anime tends to do best, mashing up multiple genres together and creating something that the world has never seen before.
Well, come on now, boss. Don't keep us in suspense. What are we looking at?
Well, I'm taking my time because I'm not sure how exactly to describe this game. Okay, Chip. You know racing horses? The kind that run around the track and races and stuff and people bet on them and stuff?
Yeah?
Well, this game is based on that. Except, instead of horses, it's anime girls.
What?
I mean, to be completely honest, I didn't expect to even want to play this game, but the siren call of everyone else playing it just pulled me in. Which is a hell of a feat because I all but retired from watching anime. And yet, I would be a fool if I said that I wasn't even remotely curious about what the heck this game is all about. So today is the day, and I'm taking you all with me. Huh? Yo, Chip, what gives? How come the interface looks all wonky?
It looks like this game was originally released in iOS and Android in 2018. That's why you've got that sort of vertical view going on.
Oh, well, I take it it's some sort of port then. Also, in a time where most international things get dubbed in English, for us folks in the West, no such thing has been done for this game. The voices are kept the same, but at least the text is all translated in English. Well, hey, thanks, guys. I was hoping I didn't have to look for a patch like I did in Super Bomberman 5. As soon as we start the game, a character by the name of Tazuna Hayakawa, I hope I pronounced that right, identifies you as the new trainer. This is all played out like one of those infamous visual novels. Tazuna is excited to meet you and can't seem to wait to take you on a tour of the academy you're going to be working in. Of course, before we go anywhere, we must bear witness to what I assume will be the main game mechanic. The racing of the, girls? Horse girls? I don't know, we haven't gone that far enough in the game to know what exactly to call them yet. Chip, help! How do you say this one's name?
Matikane fuku tikaru. Huh. Matikane fuku kitaru. You gotta separate the syllables, you know?
Wait, what? No, I don't know. I'm from New Jersey. I don't know none of this, kanji what's-its.
So, mati, kane, it's K-A-N-E, fuku, which is F-U-K-U, kitaru, so K-I-T-A-R-U. So like, mati kane fuku kitaru. Like that.
Oh, great googly moogly. Look, can I just, call her Maddie?
Boss, let's not shorten out names. I mean, unless it's in canon, because, a little bit reductive. You gotta say the whole name just out of respect. You know, we gotta learn the names. This is kind of how we roll. It's just respectful.
All right. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna call her Awesome Runner number 3 for now, okay? We're good? Okay. We're then thrown into a race. The finals, apparently. The competitors get ready as the commentary team gives a rundown on the racers and the whole thingamabob. And then, they're off! The race commences and we're shown what the bulk of this game is all about. Anime horse girls with, horse ears, tails, running a race. I mean, there's no way I can deny that this looks extremely exciting, what with the camera angles and it just,
Well, what's the matter, boss? You sounded like you were on a roll there.
I'm baffled at the visuals here. They're all wearing frilly dresses and are displaying amazing feats of athleticism. Anywho, you got your exciting parts with Special Week pushing forward, winning the race. Afterwards, your character goes back to talking to Tazuna, whom reflects on how exciting the race was. She was also saying it's time for the winning concert. Winning concert. I don't even know what that... Oh! Oh, it's essentially an idol music concert because tradition? Well, you can't have your pretty anime girl game without some sort of musical escapade, I guess. After watching that stellar performance that is sure to give you a case of the Doki Dokis, we meet back up with Tazuna, who takes us straight to the place where all the magic happens. The Japan Umamusume Training Center Academy. Apparently this is the place for students who wish to make it big in the racing world. Umamusume. Those are what the girls are called. I guess we can just call them Umas for short? What's huh? Oh, I guess it's okay, everybody. It's just Director Akakawa.
Director? I would have thought that she was a student.
Yeah, that's what I originally thought too, but I mean, yeah, nope, she's the one in charge apparently. Also, is that a cat on your head? Or is it a plush? Should I be worried? I feel like I need to call a veterinarian. Anywho, she welcomes us as the new trainer, and at this point you're allowed to create your own character. Well, that being said, there's not really much to create here. You get to put in your own name and whether or not you're male or female, though you can change at any time in your profile. The game begins to take you through the basic mechanics. First and foremost, in order to help train your various Umamusumes with their training, you gotta first scout some out so you're able to train them at all. Once you've got some to choose from there, you're gonna need some support cards. The cards are designed to help you in the training of the Umamusume of your choice. This happens in the form of sort of side cinematics of sorts that give you options on how to respond to it. Don't worry, I'll show an example later. I will say that getting support cards is adorable because it all plays out as if you're going through a school yearbook. Aww. Anywho, after you get all that set up, Tazuna informs you that it's time to start a career, albeit a very short one so that, you can learn the ropes. We get treated to a little bit of lore in regards to the 3 goddesses statue, which appears to be in the courtyard in the training facility. Apparently, there are deities that guide the Umamusume in their journey to become great runners. There is a tradition that the students that come up to the statue pass on their ambitions to other aspiring students. Basically, it's the days spent running towards their dreams, the emotions experienced on all their journeys. All of that is entrusted to the statue, so when new students go up to it, they may absorb it.
Boss, what the hell does that all mean?
Oh, game mechanics-wise, you're actually gonna get an explanation. Narrative-wise, I have no idea what the hell they're talking about. Speaking of which, we do get an explanation for the game mechanics of this thing. Apparently, those who pass on their ambition to the current trainee that you selected are called veteran Umamusumes. Veteran Umamusumes are Umas who have completed an entire career run. The game is nice enough to give you a few so you're not just starting out at 0 to choose from. These special Umamusumes are selectable when you're choosing 2 legacy racers. These selected characters will provide a bonus inspiration to your chosen trainee. Right after that is also the part where you select 6 support cards that will help you in your endeavors. They activate during your career, and more often than not, they give you a choice to make that will determine the kind of bonus that you get. It could either be more guts, power, a few more skill points, or if you're really unlucky, a couple of negative effects too. I like to look up these cards just to be on the safe side so I don't end up derailing myself too bad. When it all boils down to it, everything you select here is designed to help your Umamusumes in their career journey. You don't get to select much for yourself at this stage, but it's only to visually familiarize yourself with things, which, I really appreciate that because they're gonna throw you to the wolves after all this. We're given a story introduction about the training institution and what it's all about, before it gets interrupted by Director Akakawa going through some kind of emergency. Well, it's less of an emergency and more of a conundrum. You see, she hates the possibility that any one of her students' potential could possibly get squandered in any way. Her solution? Well, creating a brand new racing event. So now runners will have another race to look forward to, aside from the illustrious Twinkle series. The director dubs it URA Finale. URA Final. Final Finale. Finale. I don't know. In the spoken language, she says final, but it's written as finale, so who the hell knows, really? The game then takes you through various things that you can do during career mode. The main goal is to train your Umamusume so that they win races. Pretty straightforward. Though just like in most visual novels in Japan, you have a set amount of energy on any given day. So you have to make sure not to completely exhaust your Umamusume, because the less energy they have, the more likely they are to fail on the task that you give them. So it's best to balance out rest and recreation with full-on training. We jumped straight to the Junior Meg debut race, and we got a little one-on-one meeting time with our chosen Umamusume. Before every race, you get to do a quick overview of your runner on the paddock screen. This screen gives you all sorts of information, predictions of the runner's performance, which are represented by these symbols going from lowest to highest. The mood your Umamusume is in at this point will factor in on how well they run. You can also change up the pace of your runner. Ultimately, you want to play to your Umamusume's strengths. These aspects aren't a guarantee, mind you, but it'll give you an idea of how much you can expect from your Umamusume during any given race. Last but not least, you get a list of runners for that race. Then, it's racing time! Oh, now see? These are the kind of outfits I was expecting the runners to wear. I mean, I don't got a problem with the dresses, mind you, they just seem so impractical for running a race.
Come on, boss. Don't be such a party pooper. Let the anime horse girls have fun.
Oh, alright, I'll move on. Though I do find it kind of funny that the Umamusume we chose for this tutorial is the only one wearing the elaborate dress. Oh, editing Jim here. So I found out well after my first go-around that while your Uma trainee starts out wearing their fancy dress for all races, in the options you can toggle it so that your character wears the same thing as the others in those smaller races. Okay, go back to the video. The race basically unfolds just like one of them real-life horse races, complete with one of those gates at the starting line. Now it's just sitting back and watching the surprisingly intense race take fold. Our Umamusume Daiwa Scarlet has won the race! That puts us up in the big old triangle thing that I assume keeps track of how well we do in our career. We also gained 742 fans! Typically, a career run consists of multiple races, but since we're doing a tutorial, the career pretty much just ends right here. However, even that much of the career circuit nets us some rank experience. Oh wow, look at that! I went from an F to halfway to an F+! It's like I'm in grade school all over again. After one more welcoming spiel from Tazuna, we're treated to the music video intro of the game. I mean, what do you say to that? That was amazing! Well, alrighty then. We're then taken through the various things that we can do at the home screen and some other non-career stuff that is explained and,
Oh, what's the matter, boss? Is that human brain of yours failing you?
Oi! My human brain is working just fine, thank you very much. I just kind of gotten distracted.
Uh-oh. Looks like Jimmy here is starting to become a perv.
Would you cut that out? Not getting distracted by the anime girlness, just I noticed that there is a story for each Umamusume. You basically get to see them first arrive at the academy and then their various adventures since then. The stories range from your usual anime trope type stories to some that are surprisingly deep, and even some that are like way out there. Noting to myself that it's probably best not to get involved with her, I attempt to stand up. Huh? I can't move! When did she tie me to this chair?
君、考え事に没頭すると他に意識が向かなくなるタイプかい？いや、私もそこに関しては同類だ。気持ちはわからなくもないがね。
Lady, please, I'm just here for the story.
健康で元気な成人男性という被験体を求めてやまない研究者といつどこで巡り合ってしまうかわからないだろう。
Help! Oh, you also get some carrots each time you watch a new episode, if you haven't watched it before. Carrots can be used to do certain purchases, like when you do the loot box thing of scouting for more Umamusumes, because you don't start out with many of them to choose from, really. Once outside of the training, you'll get full reign on poking around everywhere and seeing what does what. When it boils down to it, in the scouting section, it's all just lockboxes. Lockboxes to get new racing Umamusume, new supporting cards, and a couple more stuff that I'm sure I'll understand better once I understand the game better.
Ew. They do drop boxes in this game?
Well, yes and no. It's basically a gacha game.
I mean, what's the difference, really? Oh, in case you, the viewer, need a refresher, a gacha game is typically a video game that implements the gachapon machine-style mechanics. It's similar to loot boxes, where they entice players to spend in-game currency to receive a random in-game item. Some in-game currency generally can be gained through gameplay, and some by purchasing it from the game publisher, using real-world funds.
Which really tracks here because the game distinctly makes sure to differentiate between carrots that you earn in the game and carrots that you earn by using real money. And it straight up doesn't let you do certain things unless you use carrots purchased with real money.
Okay. That's kind of not okay, boss.
Oh yeah, I agree. But at least you can still play the game, and it doesn't seem to lock players out of major aspects of the game due to this. It just locks away certain things that you can get in the scouting section. You know, certain support cards or certain Umamusume. Thankfully enough, at least for me, the Steam version I got rewarded me with a lot of starter stuff, so I wasn't completely broke. But I mean, it's not like I was going to be worried about using any currency or items here. I'm just going to play the game for a few rounds and see what the fuss is about.
That's called foreshadowing.
Also, come on, man. These little online panel comics things that pop up during like the loading screens are incredibly adorable. Also, on the main home screen, you can look around and talk to various Umamusume, if they got little word bubbles over their head. They usually talk about what's on their minds, whether it's their fiery ambitions to whatever is bothering them on any given day. Like teachers not understanding the concept of parties. Good golly, Miss Molly. I just can't get over the sheer amount of different Umamusume are in this game. It's baffling because each one of them are based off of real racehorses from the Japanese racehorse scene. Oh, and that's not even going into the fact that this is the global server. The Japanese server has been around for much longer, and there are some Umas there that haven't even been introduced yet. There's still a bunch more! One that really caught my attention was El Condor Pasa. As a Peruvian, I was excited to see a character/horse named after a cultural significant song of my family home in Peru. Though I think it's important to note that the actual horse was named as such not because it came from Peru, but because the horse's owner, Takashi Watanabe, named him after the musical play of the same name, mostly due to his respect for a peer in his alma mater who had spent some time in Peru. Okay, so yeah, I'm starting to understand the draw of this game, or at least one of the kinds of draws. I mean, sure, you got your cute anime girls running a race with actual horse strength, but each Umamusume is inspired by a real racing horse. How closely tied to reality the Uma is, well, it really varies from Uma to Uma. But I can't argue with facts. They're very good at making each one distinct. Which of course leads me to talk about Haru Urara. While writing this script to this video, I've come to learn that the real horse that the character of the same name was based on has passed away on September 9th, 2025 due to colic. She lived to be 29 years old, having run her last race in August 2004. She retired with 0 wins and 113 losses.
Ah, you mean she never won a race? Like, ever?
That's right, Chip. Not a single one. And you know, the truly inspiring thing is that she became a symbol of persistence in Japan, of never giving up. She became a symbol of perseverance and tenacity, beloved by all. You know, even the Japanese Prime Minister at the time, Junichiro Koizumi, said, "The horse is a good example of not giving up in the face of defeat." For what it's worth, on May 18th, 2019, Haru Urara ran in the first Soft Girls Gathering, a time trial for older horses. She managed to achieve a time of 16.54 seconds and was put into first place. While she never won one of those big races, she was at least able to secure a victory here, making it her first and only win.
Well, I have to say, that sort of brought the mood down a tiny bit.
I know. But I felt like it was an important thing to mention. Especially because she's going to be the Umamusume I choose for the career run that I do.
Wait, what? But didn't the game nerf her to be similar to the actual horse? As in, she's gonna lose a lot?
Oh yeah, but I don't care. I'm going to do what I can to help her win. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this was difficult. I don't know if it was because it was indeed because of Haru Urara's stats, she's not stated as the best horse out there, or because I just didn't get things right. This was like the first time I was playing after all. The initial debut race and all the other races until the February one were incredibly deceptive. Once we had that big February race, poor Haru was trounced. I thought she'd be okay, because in every single race up until then, she ended up in the top 4, but in that one, she just couldn't get higher than 6th place. I got caught up in trying to do training that focused on Haru's skills all around. So much so that I neglected to remember that there are actual goals that you need to meet throughout the career run. Due to all of that, even though it's letting me try again because I have a bunch of alarm clocks, which is cute because it's a mechanic that basically has your character wake up like, oh, it was just a bad dream. Despite all of that, I just couldn't get it. I just decided to give up. I did try it for a second time, but it was obvious that she, Haru, was extremely outmatched. So for now, our dreams are put to bed until I can become strong enough to come back and help her get to the goal.
Ah, well, boss, you tried. I'm sure you'll be able to get it next time you play for fun. Shall we wrap up this review then?
No.
Wait. No? What do you mean, no?
I need to do this, Chip. For Haru Urara, for both the fictional character and for the actual horse. We may not win at the tippy top, but god damn it, I owe it to them to get to the very end.
Whoa, calm down, boss. It's just a game. It's okay that you didn't win.
Haru Urara never gave up, and neither will I. We're starting this game from the beginning, again!
Oh boy.
I will pull the plug if you start talking to those horse girls as if they're real people. I don't need you going off the deep end again.
All right. I just gotta get Haru through the career. I owe it to her.
boss, you said it yourself. The character is designed to lose, based on the actual horse's track history. Haru Urara is just supposed to lose.
Unacceptable! The one thing I haven't tried is choosing particular legacy characters that play into her strengths, and due to online guides that I've been looking at, I have discovered that speed and power are the key stats to focus on. I also gotta level up my support cards, so there's still things I can do, Chip. One more time!
Boss? Boss? Where are you? I haven't seen you in a few days and I'm a little worried.
Chip, there you are.
Whoa! What the hell, boss?
I've been toiling away trying to figure out the trick to this game. There's a method to all the pretty cute madness, even though there's quite a few RNG aspects. I've been combining the World Wide Web along with YouTube videos to see the best strats, what worked for other people, infamous weaknesses, and impressive strengths for each Uma.
You're scaring me, boss.
I had to be careful though, because there was an entire strategy saying you could use only wit instead of sleeping to optimize training, and then several days later, I stumble upon a rebuttal video that states that strategy is nothing but buffalo chips. At that point, I figured I'd try to figure things out myself, which was daunting in itself because I've never been good at these kinds of games. Oh, the number of statistics that there are, all of the RNG possibilities, the ranks that each Uma can get, which can affect the trainee's run. It all factors in. You have to carefully choose what stat to improve on, and what races you should do, and how many fans you need to have in order to qualify to progress, and...
Hey! Take it easy, boss. I think you need to unplug for a bit. You sound like you're losing your marbles.
Okay, yeah, that might be a good idea. I'm just surprised at how much this game sucked me in. I guess I get it now, at least in regards to really wanting to see your favorite character succeed. To be honest, I think that's the game's greatest strength. Yeah, sure, the gambling gacha mechanics are the hook for a lot of people, but I personally believe that the characters themselves, and by extension, the horses they're based on, is the biggest draw of them all. I mean, each Uma has a distinct personality that sets them apart from each other. They all inhabit quirks of the horses that they're based off of in the anime, and even in the series itself, it references real-world events. I mean, come on, man. They got real-life racing commentator and former racing jockey, one of the first female jockeys licensed by the Japan Racing Association, mind you, Junko Hoso, to be providing commentary during the races in the anime. I mean, they even got her to reenact the infamous incident during the 2015 Takarazuka Kinen race, where she couldn't help but panic when Gold Chip starts rearing at the gate, because, she used to be Gold Chip's jockey, causing him to get an extremely late start and also causing lots of gamblers to lose money. Now, how much is a lot? Well, I'm just talking about a total of 12 billion yen. That's about 135 million American dollars. That's 1,345,777,875 Norwegian kroner. Okay, real talk here for a second. Now, I think it's very important to note that in real life, Junko faced a considerable amount of backlash, with several angry viewers and gamblers calling her reaction unprofessional, and some even blaming her for spooking Gold Chip. You do realize the relative distance between the two at that time, right? She nearly lost her job, but thankfully she was able to avoid dismissal and ended up commentating for 10 years, from January 2014 to November 2024. Thank goodness. Because, look, I can understand losing a lot of money on a horse, but come on. Don't blame someone who cares about the dang horse because it made panic sounds from a booth far away from the track itself. If anything, I think it's endearing that she still cared enough to forget that she was in a professional setting. You know, after all of this, I get it. I never thought it would happen with this game of all games, but I get it. And now a lot of people who would otherwise not know anything about professional horse racing get it too. There's this unmistakable connection when you learn about a horse and their journey, which somehow, despite all logic of logics, translates perfectly when you turn those horses into anime girls. I would even argue more so.
All of it is connected to be a truly unique and, at various times, kawaii experience. Just be careful not to get lost in it like old Jim over here.
Yes. Thank you, Chip. I mean, yeah, be mindful of how much you play and how much you actually spend money-wise if you decide to do so. And above all, just have fun. While I couldn't get Haru to win that infamously hard race, I'm glad I was able to get her to level up, to get her unique outfit, and to get her to win the URA finale not once, not twice, but a handful of times in my attempts to get her to win the Arima Kinnin. And you know, I feel like that ought to count for something, you know?
I'm sure she would have appreciated it, boss.
Yeah, thanks, Chip.
I might not be the fastest, I might not win the race, but you will always find me with a big smile on my face. Some horses stand still, some horses sit down. As for me, I'll always be running around, 'cause I'm a little horsey running around. I'm a little horsey out on the town. You will never catch me wearing a frown. I'm a little horsey running around. I might not be the smartest, I might be a little dumb, but I don't race to win, I race to have lots of fun. So even if I lost, that will not bring me down. I'll be an inspiration to my little town, 'cause I'm a little horsey running around. I'm a little horsey out on the town. You will never catch me wearing a frown. I'm a little horsey running around. So if you feel you're out of luck and you wanna give up, remember I will be here ready to come pick you up. So even if we're slow, I still want you to know that you don't have to win to be the star of the show. 'Cause I'm a little horsey running around. I'm a little horsey out on the town. You will never catch me